to focus
you gonna
on
give
the
up?
news.
I'm going to give up.
You know what?
It's open. We can see it.
That's one of my favorite things is I'm giving up for Lent.
Or I've done that before. I'm not giving anything up for Lent. I gave up being nice one year.
How'd that work?
Not very well.
It's still going.
It's still going since ninth grade. It was legit ninth grade. It was my confirmation year in Catholic school, and they were like, "You really are such a dick."
Such a dick.
Oh, I like Catholic school. My existence was to be the troll. I asked if my confirmation name could be Lucifer. They were like, "Not funny." Wow. Yeah, no, I was really there to poke the bear.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I made friends with like all the socialist anti-nuclear nuns. I didn't like that either.
And speaking of anti-nuclear nuns, welcome to Happy Half Hour. Yeah, Preston, get back on in
Sorry
here.
about that.
Let's just go ahead and start
we were
when they're in the middle.
I was out after that one.
Something sacrosanct. We're talking old war stories from Catholic school.
Forgot we were recording.
This is the best, and don't ever edit that out.
No, that's how you lead in. That is.
I was bad.
Welcome to another episode of Happy Half Hour. I am Troy Johnson. This is the Bebemos Golden Hour. Once a month, we bring along our friend Preston Caffrey, who launched Bebemos, a San Diego tequila, the San Diego tequila. And we take him around once a month and find some of our best dishes in San Diego. He gets to a say in what's happening, where we're going. In fact, today, an absolute icon in San Diego's drink scene.
Yes.
And surprising food scene, too.
Like, actually, some of the best bar grub in town.
Opened up in 1833. This is the Waterfront. You picked it. Why'd you pick it?
I mean, other than loving
1833, but 1933.
I was gonna say, damn.
a little early.
Yeah,
Wow.
I gave it an extra 100 years.
Yeah, I mean, other than loving the staff, I mean, the ownership, everyone that works here is phenomenal. I mean, anyone that you would want to hang out with on a Saturday night, it's a hard yes. But they are also supporting Bebemos in a way that is so unreal. If you show up to the bar here and you order any drink, they're going to pour you Bebemos anyway. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. It's 15...
I try to order a beer and they're like, no, it's Bebemos.
You know, yeah. It's actually just the Bebemos bar now. $15 for a neat pour of Bebemos and $3 more to make it a double is hands down the best deal you can get in the world.
Yeah.
That's
Is
like
this economy?
You know what it's like? That's like an airport deal. I was a bartender at the
Yes.
airport
Which
for a
don't
long
even
time. You're like,
exist
would you like a
anymore.
double for a dollar more?
Which the answer is always yes.
That also does not exist anymore in airports.
Yeah.
Airports are where you get fleeced the most now. So this is just like, this is vintage, but in real life, and you can get it here at the Waterfront.
Cheaper here than at my house. I mean, I'm going to charge you at least a little more. This is a great deal.
Okay, so the idea today that we're doing a few things on Happy Half Hour. We're going to get an update on see how the launch and the evolution, the expansion, which is happening now, going into different states. Of Bebemos is going. I'm seeing you guys all over town, which is the idea.
I've seen the
know?
billboards every
the
time
idea.
I'm on. I'm like, okay, so there's that one on the 8 going east.
Yep.
You know where they just had that big car crash and they're saying that it's the most dangerous stretch of highway in the United States.
'Cause they're
Did you
looking at
catch that
Bebemos?
headline? So I
Wow.
was driving the other day and I was like, oh my God. And I went and I got my phone. And then I was like, I'm one of those people. But it's so beautiful and it's so stark and it's right
know.
there. And they're all over San Diego.
We're causing those accidents. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
There's
Right.
one on the
Yeah.
5
So-
that is just gorgeous, like going south. I see it all the time, and
The
I'm like,
culpability
I'm
of Bebemos coming up on our next podcast. The I-8 terrorism
That's not
of
why.
Bebemos.
That's not why. But
It's just you get lost in the trance when you're looking at it. Yeah.
We're also going to talk holiday food because look, we just got done. Well, I got done with the first round, right? It's like the Final Four or the NCAA tournament of testing your own lactose intolerance is holiday eating because
I have the
everything is
strongest
cream.
feelings about this. I do not understand why we cannot stretch out these dates on the calendar.
I know.
I have like the strongest feelings about
Yeah.
this. It's like daylight savings. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, because we just like to power things in too.
It's very American,
you talk
I
about,
guess.
It's what 33 days if you push it through and like
and every week somebody's got a Friendsgiving.
Oh my God. And my
Every
birthday's
single-
during this
like,
season.
I got random strangers coming up to me in OB and they're like, "Hey, I'm doing a Friendsgiving. You want to come?"
Like,
and I'm like, "What? No,
not really."
No. I mean, I love all my friends, and I'm very grateful for all my friends. And thank you for inviting
You
me
can
to
have
your
a dinner
dinner
party at any time of the year, it turns out.
yeah.
I know.
And it's my
But
birthday
once
this
it's
season,
December,
so I
you
get
can't
cranky
call it
about it.
Friendsgiving.
I know.
It's just it's moved on.
It has moved on.
We're adults.
Yeah, we're adults. Hey, do you want to come over for dinner?
Thank you.
Well, we're entering in season 2 of our festive holiday eating. The holidays are coming up. You've got Hanukkah, you've got Christmas, you've got Kwanzaa, there's so
New
many
Year's.
New Year's coming up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of an F, Marry, Kill. We're going to do a fantasy draft of our favorite holiday foods, of the ones that I can't live without. We're going to make that ultimate list, and then we're also going to kick one off the island. I know very specifically, and I think you've already mentioned this one, that I would kick off holiday eating island forever and ever
I don't know
and
if I
ever.
even got one because
I mean, fruitcake obviously that's the low hanging fruit.
I know.
Is panettone fruitcake?
That's exactly what I was going to talk about.
I don't think.
Okay,
of
so
it.
there's a little bit of a spoiler there, and then we're going to talk to the GM of Waterfront. This is basically a family-run joint, 1833, almost 100 years.
Did you say 1833?
I just said 1833 again.
You want this to be so much older than it is.
I'm okay.
So San Diego.
Journalism
I
isn't
actually love it. I love
journalism
it. That's
isn't
so
my
San
thing
Diego.
today. It isn't a lot of days actually, especially after I had a little bit of Bebemos. Anyways, 1933, the great grandparents opened it up, and now we're on to the third generation of the family that started this, which if you look around these walls, I mean, you see all the old fishing photos, which didn't actually start this way. It was originally just bare. And then one fisherman came in and said, hey, can I hang up my photo? He did. The next fisherman came in. And this is all of San Diego's maritime tuna
Look
fleet
above
history.
You got a San Diego magazine cover. We're in the Waterfront one.
Respect.
It's one of San Diego's hottest spots. What year is that?
April 2000.
Hell yeah, 2000, 25 years ago. We've got JFK right there. Jeez.
Signed?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you have never been to the waterfront, there's something like just chronologically wrong in your life. You need to come down here. It's in Little Italy, right in the corner of what are we? Kettner and Grape?
Kettner and Grape. And
Kettner Grape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If you
Across
say
the
it
street
with
from
enough
Kettner
confidence,
Exchange.
it makes it right.
It's
Grape
Kettner
is one of the flankers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get some of the stories. But first, and then what else? What the hell else are we? Oh, Jackie's got a list of the best pop-ups, holiday pop-up bars around San Diego. Her favorite themed events that you can go to for food, and we've got the news. Real quickly, I want to go through my Thanksgiving. I decided not to cook this year, and I will say. It was the most glorious thing that I ever did.
So jealous.
Although I'll tell you this, I got it from Juniper and Ivy. John Sloan, you are a genius. It was a phenomenal meal, and heating that many dishes up is remarkably effing hard.
It is. It's actually a lot of work.
And getting it all to the same point, even though somebody else cooked for you, which usually takes like a 2 to 3 day process, especially the kind of food that Juniper and Ivy does. And I was like, all right, well, look, all I got to do is heat this thing up. Oh, no. Like you got to time, and then you got to like put on the little extra things, topping for the last 5 minutes.
Throw it in the
cooking.
pan, heat it up a little bit.
I would have loved to seen a time lapse of that.
Oh my! It was chaos, and I got a kitchen. That guy when we did a episode of Guys Grocery Games when the pandemic was happening, so we were doing it remote. Everybody's in their own kitchens, and a guy looked at my kitchen. He goes, "Are you in a prison? Are you? There's a small. I'm all, look, I live near the beach. Nothing's big over here. Like I chose.
You're like, I talk about
proximity.
food. I'm not like cooking for a living mostly. Like, give me a break.
I know exactly. I chose proximity over largesse. You cook for like 3 days.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You have to.
I love doing it.
Yeah.
Especially if you have control over the final product.
Yeah.
That matters.
Yeah, it does.
That being said, yeah, Juniper and Ivy next year. That's a hard yes.
Oh yeah, it was so good. And you cooked or no? You
No,
got
my
kids?
husband cooked.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
It's a modern marriage. And I'm a modern woman.
Put him to work. All right. So this is the Bebemos Golden Hour. We are sitting here. We're going to find the best dishes that we want you to come down here and try. Low key. I mean, actually, not low key. Apparently, everybody knew this except for me because I've only come into the waterfront.
Not low
It's
key.
one of my favorite places to come after it's very, 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 very dark in my heart and my soul and outside in the sky. And I have a couple drinks, maybe a couple drinks too many, and I just feel like I'm at the epicenter of all of San Diego history.
Fair to say this is the Cheers of San Diego. I would be absolutely a million percent comfortable calling that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have low-key a really, really good food. This right here, we have a wet machaca burrito that they do, which basically has like a salsa verde, and almost like a ranchero sauce over on the side. We have a fish taco that they serve. They do brunch, lunch, dinner here. They do it all.
Wait, can we talk about the fish taco for like one quick second?
I know. You want to tell about the fish taco?
Yeah, so they take the fish, whatever the fresh catch is, and they get the breading, the breadcrumb, and all the seasonings from Mona Lisa's. So they bread
one of the greatest little Italian Italian food general stores in California,
which is like sort of not. It's like on the next block up on India, and so they fry it. The fish fillet like a parmigiana.
Like it's like a fish taco parmesan.
I love it.
From with Mona Lisa's breadcrumbs and a little bit of oregano and Italian seasoning and everything else. It's a little bellissima. And then we also had the sliders, which you cannot see here because we housed them so quickly.
I see 3 more. I'll be eating them soon.
We have our eyes on a couple more. Their sliders are one of the most glorious, simple things that you will ever put in your entire mouth. It is that soft white bread, those caramelized onions. What?
They're like White Castle.
White Castle. Exactly. Yes.
And we don't have it here, and I fucking love White Castle. Like I can't even tell you. So I'm
Waterfront Bar and Grill. Those sliders. Yep. So all 3 of us, we're going to decide. Now we've had a bite of every single thing. The one that would pair best, with what you guys do, the Joven that's in your bottle, and Bebemos, if you don't know, we've talked about it a bunch, is a Joven, which is Blanco, Reposado, and Anejo. Like all 3 sisters in that glass.
Yes.
Brand new, just off the plant, that flavor, and you get a little bit aged, and then you get a little extra aged on the same kind of. It's a Simon and Garfunkel and Garfunkel. Tequila.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, even better than that to be a Simon and Garfunkel and Simon.
Double Simon.
Yeah, double Simon.
I was going to say double Simon. Let's get real.
You always double Simon.
Okay. I ended up on his trampoline in Montauk once, like jumping on it, and I didn't know it was in his yard.
Wow.
That's like a real story.
Oh.
And they were like, his caretaker, they were like, you're on Paul Simon's property and this is his trampoline. We were like, okay, we're going to go now. Thank you so much.
Got in a couple extra bounces.
Sorry, I just had to share that. That's a true story.
Rosemary and sage. Okay, so which one for you guys? That slider, this taco, that burrito?
Clear winner for me. Honestly, the slider and Bebemos on the Rocks fucking rules. It is absolutely perfect. It's that astringency. It has a slice of lime in it. And then you've got the fat of the burger. You got the caramelized onions, the sweet. What else do you need? It's like actually the perfect pairing.
Food nerd Jackie here. All right.
Yeah, I did it with science.
You're like a human microgreen over there. Oh my God.
Well, I don't know about that.
All right.
I have a hard time disagreeing with that.
Okay, that's it.
Come on.
Yeah. You got to come have a slider and a cup of Bebemos. Right here, I basically got a Paloma.
Cocktails are really good here, too. I like it because it is, I think, historically, maybe it has had a reputation of being, it's not a dive, but it could be, it's a neighborhood bar. So I do want to implore you, get the cocktails here. The barkeeps know what they're doing.
I think Rocky and Chad are the next generation of the family that are carrying on the torch for a few different places. They picked up a couple classics across San Diego, Aero Club being one of them.
Yes.
They have Harbor Town. They have one other that I can't think. Sycamore Den is one of them. I don't think that they would take issue with dive. It's
true.
The
dive of the portfolio.
Right. It's a dive.
Please don't talk about this place that way in terms of portfolio. Please never do that again. It's so embarrassing.
Portfolio and waterfront in the same sentence. You should be shunned out of here.
We're getting heads giving us this.
Yes. All right, that's it. There's your extra long intro. We're going to do all of our favorite holiday foods, but first, the news.
All right, so we've got holiday pop-up bars galore. I've collated. There's a bigger, longer list up at San Diego Magazine.com.
Portfolio and collated in 2 minutes?
I'm on fire today. It's the Bebemos on the Rocks. Yeah, this is like my optimal.
This is your burger
See how
and
I was saying I'm
Bebemos vibe.
so neurotic. I always need something to bring me back down to earth.
Yeah.
It's Bebemos today. So I think Beth Demon did the full thing, or did you do it, or did someone else?
Somebody else did, I believe.
Word up. Yeah. Well, there is a bigger, longer list of holiday pop-ups on San Diego Magazine.com, but here is your truncated one for the podcast. So there's Sippin' Santa at the Grass Skirt in PB, which, duh, they're obviously going to do it up for Christmas. That's like tiki meets Christmas with island cocktails and festive decor, the whole 9 yards. You've got Xmas Bar at Goodnight John Boy in the Gas Lamp, and that's like a 70s style holiday disco with throwback music, obviously drinks.
Okay.
It's on G Street. Snowed In at Fort Oak, Mission Hills.
1970s Christmas. I'm picturing Lowenbrows.
Oh, I love it. That's very Bebemos, if I may.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like you should get involved.
Yeah, Good
in
Night
that.
John Boy and Bebemos.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then Snowed In, which is the pop up at Fort Oak, Mission Hills. That place is a snow globe. They trick it out. I think that speaks for itself. It's all over social media, right?
There's
You can see
more
that. It looks-
decorations in that small space than in like the Four Seasons or something.
So
you know?
it looks
amazing.
like they Christmas had a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
they have a signature drink. It's chai plus amaretto. It's called Santa Slaps, which is that Santa slapping or like Santa slaps like the
And Fort Oak.
I think it could be both.
Chef Brad Wise, live fire cooking, get the carrots, get the cocktails.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Emo Christmas pop-up, kind of my favorite at El After Social Club in the
Which is
Gas
like
Lamp.
dashboard confessional and hot toddies.
Yes, exactly. And like Christmas decor, but I think like you're in your parents' basement and you're really angsty. So I'm very excited.
I
for
might
that
be
one.
moving back to my parents' basement, so I like this. I just want to get a little preview.
That's the way it goes in San Diego as an adult. The Yo-Ho Holiday Tavern at Landshark Bar and Grill at the Margaritaville Hotel. I totally want to go to this. Just see the whole shebang.
Here's a note about Margaritaville. It's
fun.
Look, I love Jimmy Buffett. I born and raised. I know my stepmom would play that record over
I
and
love
over.
him. My
And I was
dad
like,
did his sound. He's actually like a chill ass dude.
Yeah, I mean, he smuggled drugs for a long time.
Chill ass, really cool, hard part. Like if you were on Long Island and like on the beach communities there or in Florida, like you ran into Jimmy Buffett and like he was just he's like an East Coast.
You listen to those songs; they're timeless classics. The other thing, and I want to say about that, there's a couple, and I'm gonna forget. I want to say it's Homestead. They had a little cafe in Solana Beach. It was right over by Rare Society, and it was right in that back area. And I believe it was called Homestead, but they were phenomenal. They made such good food. I mean, real like organic greens that were actually greens, great breads, great meats, everything else. And they were trying to build this something, and it really kind of became like a local hangout. They had to give it up right after the pandemic, but she is now F&B director down there at Margaritaville.
Okay.
So a local who really, really knows her stuff. And if you ever went to Homestead, I'm almost fairly certain now that was the name, you can go down there.
That is a
see
hot
her,
tip. And get your little kitchen
Yeah.
and then just
'Cause
waste away at
people see-
Margaritaville.
People see Margaritaville, and you're like, oh, it's a big concept from other places in the globe. You know what I mean? Actually, in the kitchen's a really badass one.
Listen, it's fun for a reason. Go check it out. Polite Provisions is doing its annual cocktail carol. Over the top holiday decor, hot toddies, gingerbread old fashions.
Hey, Polite Provisions, you gotta give credit to credits too. They they were the
I
first
just
to
assume everyone
maximize
listening
Christmas.
like knows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel
Or holidays,
I just feel like it needs no introduction. But you're right. They are the OG and frankly the whole reason like all of these pop-ups even exist here. And other places in the country. Like Eric was on that totally like kind of first.
Yeah,
You know that they took cocktails serious.
Well, because it's like
and
Rolf's
everybody got excited
in
about
Murray
it.
Hill in New
Yeah.
York is that German bar that does it. That was kind of like the big famous one that sort of inspired. And they did it. They even said they nodded to that bar a little bit. And
It's like holidays were going down the bunny slope, and then everything came off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then it's like the skis are over here, the jacket, the glove, the goggles is everywhere. That's what happened to the holidays, and then they just put that into Polite Provisions.
I love it. We've got Deck the Halls at Nason's Beer Hall at the Pendry.
Nason's Beer Hall, low key, really good.
Heard the food rules.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I've
I've only heard good things.
It was absolutely. Claire and I ate there. We stayed there one night, and it's Nason's Beer Hall's in the Pendry Hotel, and it's on the bottom. They're more casual thing. I figured it was a good place to get a beer. Whatever. They had a quesadilla sandwich, which was excellent. But they had a Wagyu corn dog too. That was
I could get down on that.
was so good. There was a few different things that were like, oh my God. Like I've eaten at a lot of places that were a lot more expensive than this, and a lot more ballyhooed in the culinary arts. This is probably one of my low key favorite meals.
Word up. Okay. Well, I've got one more that's really special for Troy.
What?
It's the Golden Girls Christmas experience at the Bayside Kitchen and Bar in Little Italy, right around the corner, walkable actually from where we are.
This
now.
This makes me so happy. I'm a huge Betty White adherent. I am a disciple.
Yes.
I'm a disciple
Yes.
of her way of living.
Yes.
Of her way of owning
has
who
clothes
she is.
with her likeness
Yes.
on them, etc.
I have this. One of my favorite shirts of all time is just stalker cutouts of Betty White at different stages in her career. It's not even like one big Betty White photo that looks cool and hip and is sold
It's a triptych of Betty White.
And it is a triptych. It is. But they're all over. I mean, there's no inch of that shirt that is not Betty White, and it looks as if I've cut her photo out of multiple magazines and made
a little crazy.
a collage. It does. It looks a little unnerving.
I think we know your outfit choice for the next happy half hour.
That's it.
That's a
I'm
hard
bringing it.
yes.
So
actually
this,
a good idea.
So this Betty White, excuse me, Golden Girls. All the girls are golden. I don't want to throw any shade on any one of the Golden Girls. But that is right up my damn alley.
Yeah, so it's tickets are $19.90 for a 90-minute reservation at Bayside Kitchen and Bar, Little Italy. It's that like Miami Art Deco style building, like right when you're on your way to the airport. That just nothing has ever quite taken off there, so it's actually great for a pop up. They have an outdoor spot too. They have cheesecake flights.
And I actually have one more pop up that you guys don't know about. So Almost Naked is doing SantaCon, Beaumont Park this year.
Yep, I saw
and
that.
there will be a Bebemos pop-up speakeasy. So
I've been to that speakeasy. Have I been to that speakeasy?
oh, you've been to a version of that speakeasy.
It changes though.
It changes. This is all going to be après ski vibed.
Okay.
So
Nice.
late 60s, early 70s.
Oh,
but
I'm
like,
seeing turtleneck sweaters.
oh yeah, we've got it
yeah.
all. We've got
Okay.
it all.
So what day is that?
That is on Saturday the 13th.
Okay, 13th.
Sounds
Okay,
Saturday the 13th.
Saturday 13th,
Whatever
Belmont Park,
Saturday.
Almost Naked. There's a couple of big musicians that are going to be.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah,
Oh.
big DJs. It's
Like-
gonna be
like who?
it's gonna be a party, and we're designing out this pop up space with Matt Spencer from.
nice. And you've got the
SCCM.
Yes,
hookup
CCM.
with Music is for
Grass
Lovers
skirts.
and
Yep.
all the DJs
So
coming through
and
that. Love
the
Life.
the amount of stuff he's got in his storage units, it's gonna look great.
Dude,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, that is so true. I know exactly
Snow
what you're
machines
talking about.
and all kinds
Yes.
of stuff. So
Yes.
I actually
Come
do
on
you-
out.
Do you know the founders, Liv Johnson?
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay, got it.
yeah. She's incredible.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, I was just wondering because it's, the way you sounded it, the way you're talking about it, I'm like, these are friends of yours that launched this, isn't it?
Yeah, she's got. I mean, if
Soulja
I could
Boy.
bottle her Soldier Boy, yeah.
Soldier Boy is playing.
Oh, I'm
Flostradamus.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yes.
Soldier Boy? Wait,
So-
that's great.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, you might see me there. You might see me.
I guarantee it. Anyway, so that is and
Saturday.
yeah, December 13th. You're
13th.
right.
Saturday
we go.
the 13th.
4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Bebemos Speakeasy at Almost Naked Christmas.
SantaCon, Beaumont Park.
SantaCon, Belmont Park. That's it.
I got a little bit of news.
What do you got? What do you got?
Okay. All right. So there's a new restaurant in Solana Beach, Coliseo.
Okay.
Opening right now, early December in Solana Beach. The chef owner is Roberto Cacciofera. He's Sicilian. He's been here in San Diego since 2016. He's owned R&G Salameria in Little Italy, which like is legit.
The
Like this
legit,
dude
yes.
knows
Yeah.
how to make his meats and stuff. And Piedra Santa. It's going to be Roman classics like a matriciana, carbonara, cacio e pepe, lamb, fish. And he wants to introduce lesser known Roman dishes over time because like obviously those are really popular. And for good reason.
Roman dishes are having a Roman cuisine is
God.
having a big moment right
Yeah.
now. 'Cause
As a Roman,
Elvira,
historically, I really obviously support this.
Rome is back.
See, I got the nose.
Rome is back.
Hey,
Evangelista Schnoz.
I'm with you.
So yeah, that's going to open on Loma Santa Fe Drive, Solana Beach, and any day now, beginning of December. So
Okay.
we're stoked about that. Also, just some interesting news about San Diego's tourism market. There was a really interesting article in the Union Tribune yesterday about San Diego tourism slowing, and so a new report shows that San Diego tourism growth has stalled. Hotel occupancy is dropping across the county, but also the country. This is something that's happening in other markets too. They expect more slowdown, and so I think that that's really relevant, obviously, for the restaurant market. But I also think that it's a good opportunity for local restaurants and local companies that have like strong presences in this local market to like focus on its core and market to its core rather than needing to play to locals, which are very different than tourists, right? So it could be like a really good, solid, like shoring up opportunity for the market. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I think any destination town is better than when it's focusing on what its locals want. You know,
Yeah.
because if you do that, 'cause I don't want to go to Paris or Mexico or anywhere else and see what they think me gringo wants.
Totally, yeah.
Right? I want to go and see something that locals would actually do.
Yeah.
That in fact, one of the best things that happened to Tijuana, when we did a cover story on Baja, like way back, a long time ago, 13 years ago, I did a cover story.
It was when the Americans stopped coming.
So I talked to all the locals down there. I said, why is it just taking off right now? It's because there was some cartel violence for a while that was really pretty bad, because they broke down, they took out the big cartel, and then when you do that, the lesser cartels fight for the business. So it was actually more dangerous because they had taken care of the big cartel. But when that happened, the tourists stopped coming. So then they started building it for locals, and it became like this more authentic, cool kind of place.
Oh, yeah.
And then when it kind of opened back up and the violence ticked down again, and people started getting back, they're like, "Whoa, this is exactly what I wanted."
They're like, "Yeah, let us do our taste for us."
It's
like,
not just
we have
whistles and really terrible tequila and wet rags.
The thing that's wild about that is they're just tapping back into culture, which is what has been missing from so many places in the United States, I think, because obviously we're a young country, but we're starving for culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why, like, if you go to Italy, you're not going to go to Starbucks, right?
Yeah, right.
And if you do, lose my number. But we need culture, and we should never try to become like this one unified world where everybody does the same thing, looks the same, acts the same, eats the same. It's like, and so that's what I mean. Tijuana, you go there, you're like, oh yeah, this is TJ. This is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and how they express it themselves, of course, it's going to be the best. Of course, when you get to anything's essence, it's going to sing, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, and if you think about I mean, I can pretty much explain why Americans are not traveling anymore. I mean, remember when planes were the doors are falling off planes?
Yes,
That
actually.
was started, and then the government shut down. They're
Think
like,
about it a lot.
I don't know who's doing traffic here. Somebody's named Phil. We got his brother, who's doing air traffic control.
Maybe he's not. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe he is. Maybe he isn't.
Like your ticket said, like, good luck. Like it literally is just like, seat 1B, maybe, good luck.
Like, we still haven't even solved the whole Boeing thing. Like, that just kind of went away. And everyone was like, whatevs, they crash sometimes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Conspiracy theory Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So those are conspiracy theories on travel, but tourism is down a little bit. And I think you're right, though. If you it may actually inspire
be
us to actually
interesting. Yeah.
really attract locals and focus on locals. That'd be better for everyone.
Which San Diegans are badass. And so if
Yes.
we are allowed to internally kind of build this city back out, then the tourists are going to come here because they want to experience that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Okay. Before we get into, we're going to meet the general manager of Waterfront. He's going to tell us all the stories, and he's going to talk us through the food. I want an owner update. I want you, you've been launching your tequila. What's happening? Where are we at? Are you sleeping? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Oh, yeah. I hadn't slept in a while last time I saw you, huh? Yeah. And I'm getting some sleep. I think as you near the end of the year, things ramp up.
Yeah.
But you also see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
And so we're going to take last week of December and beginning of January a little bit off, and then refocus, and then just get after it in 26. So we're really excited about what we're doing with Bebemos. This is our city, and we will forever be here. This is where all our focus will always stay. But
when
the
I
demand,
mentioned you that first day, you're like, this is that we're only focusing on here for now. I mean, we're going to expand ideally globally into different planets.
Right.
But this is where we're out of, this is where we're from. This is the culture we know, this is San Diego's tequila.
And so I think in that we're like, okay, let's start talking about what opening it up to the places at least that are begging for Bebemos.
Yeah.
And how do we kind of enter into those markets? And so one of those being Nashville, where
here goes
that's where
Bebemos.
Patrick's from. So we're like, look,
Do they do that?
we'll get it there with a distributor, but our focus is on San Diego. And he's like, yeah, just ship out some cases. Let's see what we can do.
A couple, yeah.
And day one, I think we got 32 or 33 spots right away, and it's awesome to see the love and support. So,
salud.
Yeah.
You should sponsor like a country star's bachelorette party or something. That would be so chic.
I like that idea. I mean, look, Bebemos was started by a bunch of talented people. Like he stole his wife's business plan during the pandemic. She has
sure did.
She has a great champagne collection. She knows champagne better than most human beings do, and she was doing it by mail. And then you kind of stole that for tequila, and that's how you went down deep into Mexico and met all of the producers and tried all of the tequilas, and that's where you were able to find this kind of it's rare to find a producer, a distiller, a family farm, that is not being used by The Rock, by George Clooney, by
Right.
450 different celebrities and brands.
I love The Rock.
I'm pretty sure that Starbucks has a tequila at this point in time, right?
I'd be shocked if they don't.
I know. But you
For
found
sure.
one that only had a couple different people that they were like bottling with and brought it over.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
So, and to this point was your creative partner who helped build this brand. And that's one of the most beautiful bottles that we've ever seen. And it won an international award for design. And your partner who created kind of the motif and how you want to feel, because I was just listening to Steve Jobs today. And he's like, it's not about, we don't talk about the tech. Don't necessarily even talk about the quality of the product, which is high end quality, right? You just take the best of the best and you put it in a bottle. He goes, you talk about how people feel. You know what I mean? Like we think about at Apple, when you look at this, do you feel good? Does it resonate with you? And that's kind of what you guys have created. So long point being, one of your partners who created it is so TLDR. One of your partners who created this obviously has won like country music CMT awards. So he's out in Nashville, and
Yes.
he
He's
was the
the most
connection.
legit.
But the biggest point that I want to make is that San Diego Magazine is responsible for all the success.
Right. Yeah. Did I not get there yet?
Specifically this
feel like I
podcast and these two hosts right here. What do you know? Look at
most-
us.
Attractive, amazing podcast host ever. Wow.
I mean, that was like a 27-minute self-plug.
I know. I actually
That was really good.
I got a little distracted, and I literally told Erica to bring me over sliders in
I
the middle
saw
of
that.
it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you.
All right, so you made it into Nashville. We've got SantaCon coming up for you. How many accounts do we have now in San Diego?
I think over 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quickly. Well, that's hard for you. I pick between the people that have supported you. Any new places that you've
gosh,
gotten?
yeah, that's a tough
I know. What's the newest one you've gotten? Is there a new like in the last couple weeks? Come on, give me a house.
Big get.
You got Thrusters.
Thrusters is a great
A
spot.
San
yeah.
Diego classic.
Dude,
You
I
got a
fucking
billboard
love
right above it.
Thrusters.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Fucking
Yeah.
love
Oh yeah. The
Thrusters.
billboard
Hell
is
yes.
pointing.
Yes.
Drink here.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, we
Dude.
should change it and
I
put an
love
arrow.
that.
Just get it.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it. That's actually a San Diego icon. The tequila of San Diego at a San Diego icon.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So anyway, Preston, met him on a plane, love the man, love the product, has now successfully launched one of the San Diego tequila. You're
Yeah.
going into Nashville, soon Mars. Fantastic. All right. Now we're going to get into introduce our actual host, our guest of the day, who is Dennis Glover.
Are we doing Thanksgiving or holiday food stuff?
We're gonna do that with all four of us.
Oh, wow.
All four of us are gonna name
I'm really
our
curious now.
favorite holiday dishes, and we're gonna create the ultimate holiday feast for you guys, and you guys can argue at home and think about whether or not we suck as human beings. And you give us all your really hot opinions online. Make sure to do it publicly in comments on Instagram
And personally.
and personally. Yeah,
Make sure to make it really personal.
Get very, very vindictive and personal about our taste in holiday.
We're all
foods.
public profiles. You can rip us apart.
We're coming back with the GM of Waterfront. All right, so we promise you we're going to bring somebody on that actually knows way more about the waterfront than I do, because I've been saying that it's open in 1833 for this entire damn episode.
Also, not everybody knows when Prohibition ended, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Also, like, not a bad look. Whatever. I know. Yeah.
I mean, you can keep saying whatever you want. I mean, Tivoli does, so it's okay. Good friends with those guys. It's okay. It's okay.
I love that you threw shade at the Tivoli bar within 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that's what you do with good friends.
I love that.
That's it. GM of the Waterfront, Dennis Glover. Welcome to the podcast, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Okay, so first we want to get to the whole point of why we started today. It came to one of the most iconic. I like to say this is kind of like the carburetor of San Diego. Like this is it's the engine. It's the place where like everybody is gathered for almost 100 effing years.
Everyone
now,
knows it,
starting-
and everyone's down with it, which is really impressive.
I have gotten
93 years old in 4 days, 4 or 5 days.
shit.
Friday.
93.
A
93?
Sagittarius
93,
bar. How
It's got
exciting.
that popcorn machine over there. I mean, that is the source of like half my electrolytes on the weekends, and I'm pretty sure that's what started COVID. I mean, it is
Fair.
Wouldn't put it past it.
it has been here. So 1933, it opened by Chaffee Grant, Claire Blakely. Portuguese and Italian fishermen really started coming in here. Why don't I shut the hell up and you tell us what the history of the place is?
Well, the best part about the history is like it's just pretty straightforward. You know, it's like the city itself was growing so quickly during that time with all the crazy shit going on. We had prohibition ending and like really the world was taking that big turn towards more industrialism and things like that. And San Diego is a big part of that with the shipbuilding. A lot more shipbuilding started happening here.
Yep.
The fishing scene was moving from LA down to here because it was being overfished up in the LA area because they had too many people moving that way.
Oh God, I was joking when I asked about the history. You actually really know the history.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, actually, this was a
History in
pivotal
general.
time in
This is
San
general
Diego's
history.
development, the early 1930s, late 1920s.
Well, I mean, the
yeah.
1940s is such an interesting time too, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of change that happened during that time, and
Yep.
the biggest thing that Waterfront has done has been, just a pillar, just something that doesn't change.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just-
Amen.
That's when we could talk about history all day, but that's what leads us to this. Leads us to today is the fact that the families have been able to uphold, community and build such a hub for everybody to come to. That's done through consistency. Really, it's done through honestly just being nice to people.
Yep.
And being welcoming to everybody that can walk through here. Everything from GI. Somebody that just got off a base, just landed.
Yep.
They're coming straight here. They're going to come here before they leave. It's your birthday. It's, you just retired or it's your graduation. All those things are held here because they've just been held here for years.
And because your parents and your grandparents have a
Correct.
memory there. I mean, your memories of this place, a place like this, start before you even come here.
We ended up here
Yeah.
after San Diego Magazine's Christmas party literally last December.
I will
like
not
legit in this
admit
corner.
to any of that.
Right in this corner, just because we're like, yeah, the waterfront.
Well, my uncles, they were, they were part of Desert Storm. They were Marines. They were shipped out here. And when they found out I was working here, they were like, oh, yeah, go find my picture on the wall. And I was like, no way.
How cool.
I spent 3 months looking for that damn picture. They are not on the wall here. But both of them were.
The bartender was like, "You're
they
getting
were
on
out
the
here.
wall, don't
And
worry."
they have pictures of, when they were 18, 19, running around down here. And then when they turned 21, that's the first place they came. From being Marines for
Oh, yeah.
40 plus years, that's the only place they talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. To dispel a rumor that even as a San Diegan, as somebody who owns San Diego Magazine, should know a lot about its history, and I do, but not everything. Did the water actually come up here? Or
It was visible from the back door.
it was visible from the back
Yes.
door.
Which, if there were no buildings, it still would be.
Right.
To be
And you
fair.
remember because they dredged.
They dredged
The
the bay.
Yeah.
So they built this hill upwards with the dredging of the bay. So it builds into Bankers Hill.
Okay.
It's kind of like it was more gradually built because of that.
And
That is what I've been told.
No, that actually
you have not been
completely-
around since
I was not
1833.
there. I was not there with the actual backhoes
fucking
digging
year.
this out.
Yeah, it's not like the waterfront stuff in Arizona where they're like waterfront. You're like,
Is it really though? But I mean, that
Cactus front?
that is a common thing that people come in. They're like, "Can I see the water?" And I'm like, let me take it down to the corner.
Well, if you're
There
on
it
the
is right there.
roof and you squint. and-
how you drink enough?
Yeah,
You'll get there.
You can look directly down. You'll see.
Okay,
some
but
water.
it's not ridiculous. We're like 2 blocks from the water. I think that's
I mean,
fair.
Yeah,
it's
pretty damn
150 feet.
Yeah. And this was a spot actually like even at the beginning of the day, this is where like fishermen would come before they got on the boats too, right?
Absolutely. And this is also, like, over the years, it's become, before COVID, we were opening up at 6 a.m.
Yep.
And a lot of that time, it was like third shift, all the third shifters, were coming in
Sure.
and they were getting, solar turbine has been, part of us for a very, very long time. I'm not going to out any of those people whenever they go to Office W. But, those guys have been, they've been coming here for years because they get off at 6 a.m.
Sure.
Now, even though we're open at 8, they're here at 8 o'clock, ready to go.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
you didn't
like,
think about that. You think about at 6 a.m. I'm like, either you're having a very special day or you're having a very special life. You know what I mean? Meaning like you're starting to drink at 6 a.m.
or continuous of the day before, yes.
Yeah.
But really, what that is for a lot of people, that's the end of their work day.
I've been
right?
here in
Yeah.
the morning after the night before, like 800%. I will 100% claim that. But also, like today, it's a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Monday after Thanksgiving, and I walked in here at 1 p.m. packed, packed to the gills for lunch just on a Monday. I think that honestly speaks to everything more than anything else could.
Well, and on it, like we've said before too, it's like we're multiple different places in one, right? And that's really what we strive for, is to be able to offer whatever the guest needs at that time.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
You're
you're
a
saying,
tool
it's the
built
third
for the
shift.
community.
You might want a burger at 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, you can have a burger because you just got off of work.
Yeah.
Or you're heading to the airport and you want to eat for a better price than you might get at the airport, or something that's a little bit more
Super
your
real.
style.
Did you just think of a family member that actually works at the airport and you didn't want to throw him under the bus? Because you kind of hem that a little bit.
We have plenty of regulars that work there. So
I was going to say, I feel like this place has a close relationship with the airport. Yeah.
And, but yeah, I mean, we want to be able to offer, these kind of givings all day long.
Yeah.
So, we run a breakfast till 2:00 every day.
Oh, I've never had breakfast here.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the best damn thing to order for breakfast?
I mean,
A slider.
So other than like our weekend brunch, which we only do on the 2 days of the weekend, but but you guys were able to get to have that fantastic new wet burrito, the machaca wet burrito.
Oh yeah.
But for me, like we have just your basic breakfast. It's called the Atlantic Jag. It is the working man's breakfast, right? You
Yep.
get hash browns, you get your meat, you get your bread, and you get your eggs,
Yeah.
however you want them, and it's quick. It's
Yep.
always quick. You're in and out. If you need to get to work real quick, you can stop here, and within 30 minutes, you're already gone.
Yeah.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's that classic diner style breakfast that everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
And
I
again,
gotta
it
say
doesn't
that
change.
that is almost always my order. It's my job to eat very adventurous
That's
things.
my job. That's
Whenever I go,
that's my
if
job.
I'm just eating for myself and I see
Right.
this like amazing stuff or all this stuff in breakfast, I'm like, nah, I want an egg. I want a sausage.
Me too.
I want some
want a
kind
potato.
of potato.
Yep.
I want a lightly fried potato somewhere, and
I'm the same way.
I want some bread. It's not even good bread. You know what I mean? It's like
They're
that
always
kind of,
calling it the American breakfast platter or whatever. I'm getting that.
It's thin
I'm getting
sliced.
that. I'm
you
just going to
know,
be honest. It's the perfect breakfast.
I'm an American.
yeah.
And that makes sense.
But it
That
is
makes
a
so much
I
sense.
mean,
That's exactly
I
what
have
I
to
want.
admit, I do think American, we have totally just created breakfast culture and made it the best thing of what it
Right.
is. Like I remember when I lived in Barcelona, like around 10 years ago, there was a restaurant that opened up called Brunch and Cake, and it was an American style, like West Village, New York style brunch place, and it was packed.
Was
to
it
the
housed in a
gills.
wide brim flat hat?
No,
You know?
literally, like they had like a white picket fence and they painted the whole thing white with like shiplap, blah, 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 blah. So like, I actually think Americans, like we export and we built breakfast culture. So that actually totally makes sense to me that we would have the perfect breakfast platter and then it would also be here right by the airport and an icon. I love it. I love it.
And then like, you come in during happy hour, we always have some kind of snack out for everybody for free. It's like,
have the popcorn always.
Wait,
always have
what?
popcorn.
I always just knew about the popcorn. What other kind of snacks you got?
Oh, it changes.
Okay.
We always, on Fridays, we always have like a ceviche. That's out left out for everybody.
Did not know that.
Free, come serve yourself. Between 3 and 6 during our happy hour, you can get little snacks. So that
Okay.
way,
A
you're
little
hanging out.
aperitivo, a little
Yeah.
tapas, a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the Padre
little
Taco
pika
Bar is
The Padre Taco Bar is what?
if you haven't experienced it, put it
No.
on the calendar.
Oh my God,
opening
this
day.
is embarrassing, Troy.
immediately.
We need
This
to
is
like,
embarrassing for me.
we
I
need to
know.
like come back during happy
I'm gonna
hour.
relish it.
We do like any kind of special event for the city. We do it out big here. So
Oh yeah.
This is the greatest day of my life. You need to know this. Having a
learning
deeper
so
relationship
much.
with the waterfront.
I was training, huge mistake, but I was training for an Ironman. This was 10 plus years ago, obviously. And I would ride my bike from Encinitas right here.
You can do that.
Then I would have
I know.
2 double IPAs and an American breakfast.
yep.
Was your
And then
time?
I remember when you were doing this. Yes.
And then I would get on the trolley and take it back to Encinitas, just perfectly buzzed at 7 a.m. And it was
Wow, that actually sounds
because you were
amazing.
ending your shift. You've
I
already
was
worked
ending
out.
my shift.
There you go.
It was
God, that sounds lovely.
it was the best way to train for anything.
That's so inspiring.
Yeah.
See, and this okay. Now, what I love about this place too is it's now what 3rd, 4th generation, same family, right? So this would be the kids that run it now. They're cousins, right?
Yes.
Okay. So and how many of them is? I know that there's Chad Klein and there's Rocky. Okay, got it. And they are the grandsons, great grand.
Well, grandsons of Nancy was the one who had the lion's share of a lot of the time.
Nancy Nichols, who took it over in the 80s, right? I guess there's a photo around here somewhere of her drinking what was a classic drink at the time, a scotch with milk. Yes.
I don't know about the milk part.
That's
but-
what I heard. I heard there's a scotch and milk somewhere. I'm
way.
like,
I mean,
that
there is-
sounds like the worst drink I've ever heard
Looks
of.
like what this guy drank.
I love
He
scotch
definitely
and
does-
milk.
Scotch and
definitely
milk,
drinks
for
scotch and milk, for sure. No, she does like to say from time to time that her spirit animal is Johnny Walker Red.
oh, okay.
So
Oh,
Got
wow.
it. Okay.
So it's believable.
All right.
it could be up somewhere. I don't know. I haven't seen that picture. So
That was my bar drink.
And the grandsons really kind of helped her take it into the next generation, helped her run it for since like 2000,
God, I can't remember when they did
mid 2010,
Yeah.
something like that.
We'll go with that.
Okay, got it. And then
The boys grew up in here, right? So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they've been around the business for so long, and like everything that when they fully started picking up after Grandma, they everything that Nancy did was handed down perfectly to them. I mean, they do
So
day in
cool.
and day out. The boys are just they really teach. That's the best thing that they did. Is they teach everybody how to care. Really,
yeah.
And at the end of the day,
Teach
it's,
everybody how to
you know,
care. That's a good business model.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of. We were talking about simplicity earlier. They're having a separate conversation, and like, I feel like sometimes people forget about the core values of things, right? And like breaking it down to just keeping something simple. And again, like we'll say it over and over again. It's just being nice.
Yeah.
End of the day, that's all. Like, there's nothing else in success. No matter what you do in your life, no matter what your business is, no matter what your model is, if you don't break it down to just being nice to people, what are we doing?
I know.
And believe it or not, in hospitality, I actually feel just because of all of just the way the economy has gone, and then COVID and restaurants, and just all of the internet, social media, and how many different inputs go into a hospitality business nowadays. I feel like it could be easy to forget that you are in it actually to serve, right? Because there's so many other things to focus on that make the business.
100%. And like, that's a big question, whenever I do interviews, right? If I'm interviewing somebody coming through,
part of it.
one of my favorite questions is like, what does the word service mean to you?
Yeah.
And I let them answer, and, here or there, it depends on what it is. But like, for me, it's selflessness,
Yeah.
right? Like, would I do this job for minimum wage? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would I come here without a tip? 100%.
Okay, I'm going to open a restaurant, and I got a job offer for you.
Now, do I want to do that every day?
Fastest interview I've ever seen.
You're hired.
Hired.
And you're hired.
But no, just having that mentality when you come into work, especially in this industry, it's tough to find. I mean, we all get to a point where, it is tougher. Some days are tougher than others to be able to do that. But
Sure.
again, it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. It's like consistency is what does build that community, right?
Yeah.
So everybody that has been blessed to be able to work in this building, because it's not, it's at the end of the day, the building is here to let community come in. Right?
Sure. Don't be a dick.
And only first class drinking, right? But yeah, it doesn't have to be difficult.
Yeah.
And that the thing is like that is not only through our service, not only through our friendships that we make across the bar, people coming in every single day. They want to see certain bartenders because they're treated so well every single time they come in. It's gone through our food. You can taste it in our food.
Okay, speaking of, and I'm gonna
The sliders are
Nice
legendary.
and simple is exactly
Yeah,
what
everyone knows.
We talked about the dish that we want you to come down, get some Bebemos and pair it with this thing. Holy crap. Talk about simplicity
simple.
as an art form.
Yep.
That slider is so damn good because it doesn't overthink itself.
How
too.
many ingredients?
I know.
It's legendary, actually.
I know. So what makes that so damn good?
Me personally, I say it's the love of that flat top back there.
Yeah, for sure.
And we have to shout out our boys in the kitchen. They've been
Hell yeah.
They've been doing this for 20 plus years. Multiple of them are 20 plus years here.
Yeah.
I couldn't ask for better guys back there. They rock it out. We get slammed all the time, and they're having a great time back there. And we're pumping out consistent food to make people happy. And like, it makes me happy that you're excited about this shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's what gets me off. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
We talked about
This
the
guy's
fish
all about
tacos
this.
too. We made sure everyone knew that it was like a Parm Mona Lisa situation.
Yeah,
We walked
sure.
through
Yeah.
that.
it's
Yeah.
the little things, right? The little spice in there that adds a little something to it. But at the end of the day, it's a slider, dude.
That's a slider. And it
It's-
is a damn good slider.
But to your point of how you hire, when you walk in the door, it doesn't matter how busy it is. There's a shout out from the bar.
Yep.
That does not exist.
Yeah.
It's just those little
It's
things.
sushi restaurants
Yes.
and the waterfront.
Truth. Truth. If I walk into a sushi restaurant and I'm not greeted, I'm turning around and leaving.
Right.
Because I know that sushi's not going to be good.
No.
Yeah, right.
Fact.
Like, hello.
I didn't really think about that. I've never really thought about that. You were
Which
absolutely
is
right.
actually
Yeah.
a really nice standard to impart on the rest of society. Like, how many
Absolutely.
times have you gotten an email where someone's just like barking orders and you're like, hello, hello.
Me and Chad
then
do
we
have
can
a-
proceed.
I have a thing about emails though. It's like, how do you start them, right? Because like coming across with "good afternoon" sounds so
No, I know.
like
And trust me, I'm
I'm
extremely
about to drop
guilty
some
of
shit
this.
on you by saying "good afternoon."
No, like, to
You
be
know?
fair, I'm deeply
That's
guilty
actually the
of this.
warm up that
Right.
there's going to be a lot going on
Yeah.
here.
It's,
I don't want to offend you, but like
there's
that,
not.
that's that.
I truly believe there's not a good way to start an email.
no.
Not a single
I
way.
think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Dot.
Yes,
Can I just
I've gotten that
can I
one
get-
from you.
Can
That
I just
is-
get the emoji?
those are my-
Shaka? Is that just like started? That's how I started. You
Yeah.
know?
What's up?
You know what I've actually done? I've done a dumb email intro. Okay, now what I want to talk to you about.
I
and,
have
just
sent some.
Write that out.
Start with a dad joke or something like
Yeah.
that.
No, just dumb dumb email intro. Okay, out of the way
Okay.
now.
I've sent some
I'm not against
amazingly
that. I'm not against that.
unprofessional emails, but they work.
I would imagine you have.
Some of them are
yeah,
posted
I mean, like,
online.
Never while you were paying.
We talk about simplicity, and again, what the best part about like keeping things simple like this
Yeah.
is you could not come here for the next 10 years
Yep.
and walk in and just be like, oh, you know what? The slider, that's the last thing I had when I was here. I'm going to see, and it comes out and it smells the same, looks the same, tastes
Yep.
the same. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, exactly. When you talk about change, and now we're constantly changing the algorithm, it's like we're like manifesting the algorithm, and we're constantly adapting to do new things and new plant walls and this and that and everything else. You know, I mean, right?
No.
You know,
true.
I swear to God, we're all just like chasing the next plant wall and the next algorithm hitting high. You know, and the lack of changing within that kind of constant changing chaos
That's definitely why
is
we're here.
revolutionary almost. Yeah, is that?
Well, and like instead of changing, I guess a big focus that we kind of pride ourselves on is self-reflection, right? And seeing how we can always be better tomorrow.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing today? Okay, cool. Well, what do we learn from today that we can be better tomorrow?
Yeah.
So stick to what we know, what works, but also perfecting that.
You have
Every day you can perfect that.
You have disappointed me in so many ways over the last 15 minutes. I fully
I know, it's so
expected,
nice and responsible
I know.
here.
I fully expected to be like Seinfeld's soup episode.
Oh, that's 10 years ago. If you would have caught me 10 years ago, we'd have a completely different conversation.
All right. So the waterfront has found Jesus.
Evolved like the rest of us. You know how like during COVID we were all baking sourdough and becoming better people and doing internet therapy? Yeah, like we've all evolved. I think.
Yes.
I mean, as we get older, so the debauchery is still there.
Okay. All right. All right.
Just doesn't exist in this part of town.
Well,
Yeah.
someone
As
has
soon
to be
as-
the adult in the room while
As
the
soon
rest
as
of us
those
are not.
cameras
Right?
turn off,
100%.
we'll get a different version.
Exactly. Okay. So a couple things I do want to run through. You were talking about regulars. Is there still the ashes of a long-term regular on the bar?
Absolutely.
What was his
His
name?
photo is right in front of there too.
Is right in front of there.
Yep. So we have in our bar top, we usually collect a lot of like memorabilia from fans. People that come through, all of our guests. They'll get pictures. You see pictures like little Polaroids everywhere and things like that.
Yeah. Junior Seau right over there.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Every now and then you never know what you're going to see. You got Kennedy right behind your
I
head
was just
when he
gonna
was
say.
Yeah.
here.
And San Diego Magazine right above.
Right above it. That
We
perfect.
framed it well.
It's actually kind of amazing. Yeah.
But we collect these kind of things, and usually I hang them up behind the bar. So
Yeah.
over time, we just get too many for the wall. So we took them down. We decided that we would put them in the bar top, right?
Yeah.
So now our bar top is full of patches, photos, leading all the way back to the 40s and 50s and stuff like that, all the way down to now.
Yeah.
And
You're a time capsule for San
it
Diego.
makes it nice because we can just stand that down, put more in there, and keep going and keep going and keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, his favorite bottle of wine and his ashes are up there, but his little picture is directly in front of it on the bar top. In the
Awesome.
plaster.
So cool.
Sitting there forever. I
It'll
love
always
it.
be there.
yeah.
And we do have different memorials to these great people. Everybody on these walls. These are all real photos.
Yeah.
These are gifted photos from people who.
This is not
come
like
in
when
here.
you start a place and you're like, I want it to look old and
Yeah, it's like, let me
Italian
just go get these.
or
I
Portuguese.
mean,
you
everybody's
know
watching
about the
Black
Irish
Rabbit,
pub?
right?
Do-
Everybody watch that?
Do you guys know about the Irish pub racket?
Oh yeah.
There's a book called The Pine of Plain, and it's an excellently
It's a
written
very
book.
good book.
Very good book. And it's about the Irish pub industrial complex, of which there is one across the world.
How old do you want your Irish bar to look? We got some photos for you.
It is so I'm obsessed
How many
with that book.
banisters can I get
That book changed my
in
brain.
one section?
Yes.
They go to
I need
banister
copper and
through my
banisters
banister.
everywhere. Yes.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Waterfront, thank you, Dennis.
Absolutely.
Waterfront is a San Diego classic. Thank you for bringing us here and making us come down here and film. You need to come down here. You need to have that slider. You
Yes,
need
you
to put
do.
your fingerprint into that bun right there, because that's the only way to eat it is when you leave crime evidence on the top of it.
And if I may, because listen, I'm just going to be honest. There are some people in this town who have only come here when they're inebriated, right? And you're like, I love the sliders. I love the food. It's good. It's amazing. It's even better when it's sober. Like the quality here is actually really legit. And so if you've only experienced drunk, no, not your brain playing tricks on you. That's real life. The food is like really, really legit
legitimate.
here.
I know. Yeah, you didn't just drunk imagine
No,
that.
it is like super real life, real facts, truth, and journalism.
Sober you is validating.
Yeah, but also
your
when you
drunk
come
you.
here, come get some Bebemos, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
do
mean,
both.
obviously, get drunk and
Yeah,
any
by
stuff
all
too,
means,
but,
just
yeah.
know it's valid.
Yeah. The okay, so now we're gonna go into holiday foods. Holidays are upcoming. I want
Already.
everybody,
I'm hot, but I'm ready.
everybody to give there are 3 to 5 ones that you would 3 to 5 whatever 3 2 whatever holiday foods that you could not live without because we're all gonna go to 75,000 meals over the next 3 weeks. Carbs are just gonna be falling off of us as we're walking down the street. We'll leave this little vapor trail of gluten. These are the foods that you could not do the holidays without. And we each get one, and then you can't double them up. All right, you can.
We each get one.
Okay, yeah. We'll start with one,
Oh.
and I will let our guest, Bebemos, guest of honors today. What is one of your dishes that you love so much during the holidays?
Well, obviously, I'm Italian. You can see in the gigantic nose.
I knew we might be dueling on
Air
some surprise
is free.
dishes.
I don't.
All right.
I must have some Italian then. Okay.
And so, for us, lasagna is
knew you were gonna say.
it's a dish. But what we do is we actually make it the day before,
Okay. Yes.
with
Better.
Yes,
lots of
always.
bechamel.
Yep.
and then refrigerate it. Then we cut it into cubes and we pan sear it. That is, you get
Kind of
you
the way
get-
they do it in
definitely have that one.
restaurants, right?
It changes everything.
Like that's
Sir-
how they'll serve it in
like
a
how they do it in a
restaurant.
restaurant.
Here's to your existence.
I'll salute that. I'll salute for sure.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Like not to be whatever. I knew you were gonna say lasagna.
All right. So now, from one Italian to another Italian.
To
what's
another
your
Italian.
All
favorite?
right, so I was maybe going to say eggplant parm, but I'm not, and I'm going to change it to baked clams oreganata, which we have
Oreganata.
for the 7 fishes, but we also have as an appetizer on Christmas Day. So, choose your own
Okay.
adventure. Also, it's required at Thanksgiving too. Like if you don't have baked clams oreganata and it's an Italian household and it's the holidays, like actually get the fuck out. Like you're fired from
Yeah,
Italian
if,
Christmas.
If you're from the southern half of Italy and that's
Yeah.
not on the dish, you're dead.
you're
Yeah.
fired from Italian American
Yeah,
Christmas.
you're
Goodbye.
not allowed to go to that house next year.
Okay, so we got a couple of mutual Italians over here kicking people out of their existence.
Hey, no Friendsgiving for us.
Yeah, instantly hostile. There are rules.
They take
okay?
the shit seriously when they show up. Okay?
Yeah,
Like,
Okay, so for mine, born and raised in San Diego, Mexican culture
a
is
lot more chill.
Mexican culture suffused my life at a really young age. One of my favorite things that I was like 22 years old. I was living in Acadia. I was surfing Grandview every day, and there was this woman that would come into our street, and she would open up, and I want to say it was like a Datsun. It could have been a Dart. I'm not sure.
I know where this is going.
But we would
Big old
hear
cooler.
you would hear her car come down the street, and it was like the ice cream truck song, but so much better with like a little bit of mariachi to it. It's just like her muffler made this beautiful tamale music. She would open up her back of her trunk. She'd have this big steaming pot that she'd pull out, and she'd sell us tamales.
Yeah.
Tamales are the one like holiday food for my friends in Mexico, all my Mexican friends and family. I'm not Mexican, but I like to assume or kind of like I push myself on.
It's
We can use the
become
word
part of
adjacent.
it's 100%
Yeah.
become part of our
I think so.
required Christmas eating since I moved here 10 years ago. Claudette Cepeda.
You've
Actually,
had
1
enough
year was my
Bebemos to be
tamale
Mexican?
lady.
That's it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Yes, I'm
It's in your
23%
blood.
Bebemos.
Yeah, your liver certainly is.
Yes. So tamales are definitely mine.
that's. I got 2 for you because like I'll do Christmas, but New Year's is a big thing. You
Okay.
know, like growing up, New Year's was so big, and I grew up in Texas, and like
Is New Year's a big thing there? I didn't know that.
It's where the neighborhood I grew up in was so big, but like it's
cool.
So I'll start with New Year's. You have to.
He's all brisket. Ham brisket
every
again.
day, every year. I mean, it's black eyed peas. I have to have a good
black
ham
eyed
hock, a good ham hock, black eyed
Ham hock.
pea.
It's a Southern tradition for sure.
If you don't do it, don't come around my house.
Right.
It's jumping.
It's like the evil eye kind of for
So
the
we
South.
do it here.
Yeah.
We do it here
Eye for the South.
every New Year's. Every New Year's we do it here.
Yeah.
So it's like right at midnight
There
we
we
pass
go.
out
Oh, I actually knew that.
cups of cornbread and black eyed
You
peas.
do black eyed peas every New Year's at the
cornbread.
Waterfront. Oh, that's you're doing. Isn't
You
it?
have to.
Yeah.
You have to do it. Like grandma's been doing it for years.
Thank you for your service and your contribution to culture, sir.
So I make sure that we have to make sure that that's handed out to everybody in the bar.
Yeah.
So if you're here on New Year's, you have to eat it.
What
Okay.
if you're a
That is good luck.
vegetarian?
It is good luck for everybody.
It is the good
you
luck
can
dish.
have one bean.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Stay away from the ham hock. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
don't stay
and
away
then
from the ham
the
hock.
second one.
Christmas, we're sweet potato pie people. Sweet potato pie has to
Christmas.
be a thing for Christmas. Not a sweet potato guy.
No, I actually love sweet potato pie. I
Problem is,
just
though, a lot of people do it bad. There's a lot of
no.
bad sweet
I
potato
actually
pie.
love
do
sweet potato
it
pie,
bad.
and I think it's superior to pumpkin pie. Just going to be honest. Of the
What?
starch tuberous pies,
got
I know
more- it's got more
squash
body
and-
to it.
I'm
It's got more
totally
body to it
with
than
you.
pumpkin
Did you
does.
just finger her?
I definitely never had it for Christmas.
know?
That's like kind of blowing my mind
We
open.
always have that for Christmas.
Word up. Okay.
Okay.
Do we have more? 'Cause I have more.
Okay. Got a couple more.
Sure.
Let's give people our favorites and
Sure.
tell them why, and then you give a couple more. I'll give a couple more, and then we'll talk about the third round really quickly. Will be the one that we would kick off the island and get rid of. Oh, totally.
So we took the clams, obviously,
Yeah.
off the board, but clam chowder is something that
For
we
Christmas?
for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And it is so we essentially took your southern Italian dish and we made it a little northern Italian. And so we really rob Hog Island of their
word
clam chowder
up.
recipe.
Okay.
But you make every single part of that dish separate and then you put it together. You know, most stews and soups
Sure.
you cook all long
One
day,
pot. Mm-hmm.
whatever. Nope. Every single thing is made separate, then put together with a bunch of heavy cream, lots of smoked bacon,
Word up.
hama,
Dude,
clams.
Never even,
It's just
never even
The,
thought of that.
the
So good.
holidays are the American ninja of lactose intolerance. Like
oh
it's just,
hell yeah.
It is just you, just like approached by every single cream in the world.
I mean,
Like,
if you don't have your Tums with you, what are you doing? Like, if you don't have that in your pocket,
Go
ready
big or
to
go home.
That actually is my dessert.
all right,
is-
so I really got to try your clam chowder because doing every single piece of that ingredient or that
That's
dish
it.
individually sounds fantastic.
I've done
It's
the Hog
fantastic.
Island oyster thing. Gone
It's-
up there to Tamales Bay. It's
Oh yeah, same.
life-changing.
Beautiful.
and then
Life-changing.
fresh baked sourdough.
Well, I'm going to
There
go
you
in the
go.
opposite direction and saying that at my required Christmas spread, I'm doing a twofer. So obviously, you need the crescent rolls, you need the pop,
I
and
agree.
you need the crescent
1000%.
rolls.
She's talking about the cheesy brown.
cheesy.
No, just the
buttery, buttery.
it, and you just
stain
pop that thing
and it shocks you every time.
every time. You
you're
didn't
like,
know it was
"Oh,
I'm
coming.
52 years old. I'm all like,
Parmesan. Like, yeah.
Especially when it's smacking on the side of the
Yeah.
tube.
The
Yeah,
twofer comes
Great
in
culture.
because they obviously have like the little pastry crusts that you use for pigs in a blanket. Which, if you are not having those at your holiday,
You already-
again,
you already-
the
you
fuck
already know.
are you doing? What are you
Yeah.
doing? So
It's
you
definitely on my list.
This is like a duel because I believe it's the same pastry
Yeah.
crust. That
It is.
heavy air quotes pastry crust that's used in both.
What sort of pigs are you using? What's your go-to?
Oh, you know what? I totally
Costco
support.
hot dogs.
Yeah, going high quality on the pigs for sure. I guess growing up, probably we would have had like kosher Jewish dogs. We probably would have
Yeah,
had beef
good.
dogs. Just 'cause I grew up on Long Island and like we were always eating Hebrew national
no,
stuff.
no Vienna sausages. That's
So that's my husband because he's from
Oh,
Chicago. So
yeah.
Vienna, we're
I have
very
a hard time with those ones.
I
as
do.
the pig in the
I
blanket.
struggle.
we're pro. We're
Yeah,
pro.
okay.
Oh, you mean the little in the
Yeah.
no
Cocktail weenies.
Yeah,
no, they
I've
have
been to parties where people make it out of them.
and they're
Can't do
not
that.
hot.
No, they
They cook them.
No, they make them. Okay, for me, it's got to be lechon. I grew up in Ranch Piasquitos.
word.
Oh, I grew up in Ranch Piasquitos, which has a really great Filipino community. So I grew up eating Filipino food and Mexican food were kind of like my two main like non-gringo-wise foods that I grew up with as like a Northern European white mutt, right? And so lechon, suckling pig, done mostly during the holidays, very very simply, very beautifully, is one of the best dishes, and it's a really celebratory dish. The other one. No. You go ahead. You're next.
I love when you say suckling pig because it just means
It's just
A baby pig.
Yeah.
You're
It
just
is.
killing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's what veal is.
It's all about it. I'm bringing the big heart Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, I'll follow the pig train here. Ours were just old school Betty Crocker on the back of the box, special recipe for sausage balls. Sausage and cheese balls every Christmas morning.
I don't even know what those are.
Oh.
We would do.
And as I'm not, opposed to box pastry.
No, it's
as we've
great.
seen.
You just go to get that Bisquick's box. Has it right there on the back for you.
Okay.
But we would do like boar's meat because there was meat.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Because you're from Texas.
somebody in your family went boar hunting that year.
Yep.
You got to go do the big special thing. So you have
Okay, cool.
a
sounds.
freezer full of.
I was
just
going to say
boar's meat.
they're like you're going to need a bigger freezer.
Yes, exactly. So you got some kind of boar sausage. You end up doing that in there, and it's just.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You
that does
wake up in
sound
the morning.
amazing.
My mom always already had them all cooked when we were kids. So you just go in there and dip your hand in it while she's making
Boar
everything else.
sausage ball Dennis.
There you go.
Hell yes.
All right.
And the kids from everybody from the neighborhood, you run over, you get some, and you go to
And it's
hey,
easily
what?
you just grab them. I mean,
You just grab them,
me
run
some of
over
them
your
boar
you're
hand.
like having a
balls.
snowball fight with your mouth.
Love
Yeah.
the way
You know?
that we're just
You have
handling
a
these.
hand of
Hey, give me those boar balls.
Okay.
Load me up.
She's all on it.
Now the part of our show where we're going to kick one holiday food off of out of the holidays, and I'll start this time, and I'm going to start with two. We already mentioned
You
one of
got
them.
beef with two already.
We already mentioned one of
It's
them.
already pissed.
Panettone. I God bless all
Have you
Italians.
ever made French toast with it? Have you ever made French toast?
Look, I don't care. Well, look,
or bread pudding.
you can always make something edible out of something, but but you have to take it on its own.
true.
I mean, I hate to say this because I have so many great Italian friends, and they've gifted me this, and I love them so much. But
Yeah.
especially the one that comes in the yellow box. You go, it is so dry.
It goes
It
moldy
is-
so
it
fast
is
too
so-
once you
I'm like,
open it. I got it.
I'm like, wow.
I have been known to call Christmas panettone regifting season. I'm not actually gonna lie to
Yeah,
you guys.
right. Okay, good. And this is
Just gonna be honest.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, there's a reason that it gets regifted.
And the other one definitely is yams. I mean,
Cesarina's
I
really
do
good.
not.
So that's your sweet potato thing. You just don't.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yams. So I don't like what they do to my body. Like it's a side dish should not be sweet. And then we go full on Wall-E cartoon American on it, and we
With
put
freaking marshmallows, yep.
and
Okay.
maple syrup. It's like the first batch of cookies I ever made. I misread the
You
recipe.
took mine, and I can't think of anything I hate more.
Alice
It's
Roman.
No. I'm on my tirade. So I first batch of cookies I ever made, my chocolate chip cookies. I was making them. I was like 10 years old or something like that. And my dad comes downstairs and I'm reading the recipe, and I thought that it said, it said something like a cup of sugar you're gonna need. Well, I didn't read that as sugar. I read it as salt. So I put a cup of salt into my first batch, a dozen of chocolate chip cookies. And I could see my poor
Respect.
father. My poor father came downstairs, and I'm like, Dad, I made you cookies, and I already tasted them, and I was like, kind of in denial. I'm like, I'm sure they're fine, right?
This
I'm
one
like,
is supposed to taste like
it
crap.
tastes a little weird. So
It's a little off.
you can see the poor man's
They're
face.
electrolyte cookies.
You could see my poor dad's face as he's eating them, and he goes, it's just like, you can see him and you could see what was happening to his brain because he's looking at this chocolate chip cookie and all those sweet emotions are coming to the forefront.
Right, but
and they're
he
like,
just wants to be
this
angry
is
at the
going to
same
be,
time.
they're going to be delicious. This is going to be something that I know how it tastes. And you can see him just immediately, like the crestfallenness of it, like his life just like went down, the elevator dropped out of his life. And that's what happens to me with yams. A potato should not be sweet like that. It just shouldn't. It's just, that should taste like, do your damn job and be a potato. Don't be a sweet potato. That's all I got to say. I hate him with so much.
I disagree.
It took you so
But I love both. But I am
Right.
a potato slut, and I love sweet potatoes and yams, and I love
They have their
purple
place. They have their place.
potatoes.
They have
And
their place.
One of my things, like my
Yeah.
favorite holiday foods is latkes. Latkes, I mean, God. Oh.
Fuck, that was on my original list, and I totally forgot. Okay,
about those.
latkes, because we said general holiday foods, not obviously just Christmas, and we included Thanksgiving, which is probably how the yams snuck in there. Let's be
Hanukkah,
honest.
yep.
I love latkes all day long. I forever.
Yeah, the best.
Yes,
Okay.
actually the best.
So, who wants to go next?
What do you hate?
Okay.
Oh, well, it's
I-
hard. I
I-
mean, that was mine.
Okay, well, you and I are together.
I don't actually hate a lot of
Okay.
foods,
Yeah.
but I just
I mean-
I don't get sweet and then marshmallows.
I
I just
know.
don't get the
No,
like, in what world were we ever eating dinner and then someone's like, "Oh, that fillet looks good." What if you melted some marshmallows?
I'm going to
on
take you
it?
down a different road.
I mean, have you
there.
been to the Midwest?
All right, Dennis.
You already beat me to it because what happens is you end up marrying somebody from the Midwest.
Yeah.
They're gonna find
And,
a way.
Please don't kill me. They have this thing called pink stuff.
It's called pink stuff?
It's called pink stuff.
I don't
Do you
think
know what a
I'm-
salad
like
is in
purple
the
drink?
Midwest, guys? Have you ever?
Oh no, purple drink's fun.
Yeah.
Pink stuff is not fun. It's
Is it ambrosia?
gelatin. No, it's you want it to be ambrosia.
Okay, got it.
That's what you want it to be. It's in that same route.
Oh, I
but
know
it's
what
just
this
like
is.
the gelatin with just like sour cream and whipped cream together, and then just you make this froth, and you put marshmallows all on the top.
And what country is this from?
This one.
Unfortunately, South Dakota.
Very much this one.
Very much so the Midwest.
Very much.
No, like they have like Snicker salad and all that stuff. You're like, okay, I get it. You're calling it a salad because it's got salad dressing.
Well, and it's got a
In it.
mix. Wait, what's the dressing on
Like
a Snickers
potato salad.
salad?
Like, we put
Miracle
a
Whip.
bunch of
They put
mayo.
Miracle Whip and all that kind of stuff. So that's a salad dressing.
Miracle Whip is a salad dressing now.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what- that's what
That
it
is-
always.
oh,
That's
for
what it's
sure.
been considered.
All right.
One of my favorite
I do
things.
love America.
One of my favorite things about America is our ability to put mayonnaise on potatoes and call it a salad with a straight
100%.
face.
Yeah.
100%.
As
I
a salad.
respect it. I'm,
On that route, I'm all about.
confused, but I love it.
This tray of pink comes out. And you just look at it, and I'm like,
Okay.
we eat some weird stuff in Texas. Don't get me wrong. I have eaten a lot of weird things in my entire life. That first Christmas, when I looked at that, and I just looked back at my wife, and I was like, she goes, at least try it.
And what did that fit
And?
into? Was that dessert?
Yes. Yeah. This is their desserts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, in the Midwest, you make your plate, but you also have your dessert already really like right there with you. So you're just kind of going back and forth.
No, I actually
that's
didn't
how
know
a lot of
that.
people do that.
Oh.
It's like Pepto-Bismol fetus.
Oh, it's not great.
Wait, this
But
is.
there's people that just absolutely. My father-in-law love him to death. There's people that absolutely love this dish,
Wait, this
and
is.
I don't get it.
This
I
reminds
just
me.
can't
So,
do it.
speaking of this,
There's no crunch. That's the problem.
Ooh.
That's the whole problem. There's no like. I feel like a dessert has to have some kind of like. If you're gonna make it, in between solid and not.
Yeah. Oh.
unless it's
you
like
have to have a
straight
crunch to
panna
it.
cotta.
You have to have some kind of crunch, like a pecan pie or like.
And you said there's gelatin in there, so it's really not a nut crunch.
It's
a
moving and
It's got
I'm
no.
actually more confused by the like you're going back and forth between
Pepto-Bismol
dinner and
fetus
dessert.
is
What's
just-
that?
that's the salad part. It's there as like it's there
What's that?
because it is dessert, but it's not really dessert. You can have it whenever you want.
I said it kind of sounds like a Pepto-Bismol fetus. It's like gross. It's just like it's kind of like.
Yeah, I just am more confused
I'm
by the
sorry.
going
That's
back
the
and
That's the
forth.
one I can do without.
Listen,
I mean,
me-
all the
you know
all
me
the
too.
Midwest salads, I can just do without them. I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And he says this with all due respect to his
Correct.
wife, who
Yes.
he loves dearly.
And
Just
all my family on that side, please.
Yeah.
They can
No
help
more pink stuff.
what they
all
like.
right. No. All right. Well, you know what? That's
I don't
it.
even know if I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have two people. Well, actually, you and I are on the same page with the yams. Yams have been voted off the island. So is the pink stuff. All
stuff's
due
gone.
respect to Oklahoma and your wife. Jackie loves everything. Jackie.
I kinda do.
This is one of the first times I've ever heard her not with a strong opinion. This is.
Yeah, I'm sort of like whatever the fuck floats your boat, which is
found
the
yourself
depth
today.
of criticism. I'm actually embarrassed to admit this, and I think this is an intellectual failing of mine, and I'm really not happy.
I mean, that's
but-
kind of part of your job, right?
yeah, no, exactly. So like, I'm dying an intellectual death right here in front of you, but
We'll do a hot take with
I
her
love-
later. She's gonna
like
think
it's
of
all
something.
good.
Okay.
It's going to
all
come to
good.
you when you're driving
Okay, so
home.
so
Yeah.
Jackie's gonna text me 95 texts when I'm driving home.
And I'll be
and say,
like, I thought of something.
I thought of this, and then I should have said this. Hey, thank you so much for letting us
Absolutely.
into your house. This is Waterfront, which you expect to be a soup episode of Seinfeld, and it is absolutely not. It was opened in 1833. I'm just going to go with this. I'm going to keep lying about that extra 100 years.
Aliens landed right out front, you know? and,
1933, the oldest existing continuous liquor license in San Diego. Am I correct on that?
you are absolutely correct.
It has pictures that basically document this entire city, but most specifically the waterfront, which around like the entire all of Little Italy and the core of modern San Diego was built. Surprisingly great food, and those sliders are phenomenal. That slider you have to come down and get with our Bebemos. This is the. And how many more episodes do we have?
14 something.
14,000
Yeah.
episodes. We are now called
This really
San
is a
Diego
tour.
Bebemos Magazine.
Actually, it sounds kind of fun.
But we basically go to our favorite places and bringing our friends tequila, which we absolutely freaking love, in a beautiful bottle, and finding dishes that you should go eat and drink along with it. So come down to the waterfront, get yourself some Bebemos, get yourself a slider.
I've been drinking it neat for hours, to be clear. So it clearly is just delicious.
It's just easy.
It is absolutely delicious. Waterfront. Where's your social? Is it Waterfront Bar?
Yeah, you can always go to our website, any kind of like merch or anything like that, or anything that's going on. Just waterfrontbarandgrill.com.
That's it.
We're here every day of the year.
A San Diego
8 to 2.
icon and a classic. The same group also has Aero Club, Harbortown Harbortown Bar and Grill. Harbortown Bar and Grill.
Yep.
In Point Loma, which I've been. It's a great place to go for a game. What
Club
else?
Marina,
Club Marina.
right down the street from there.
Okay.
We have Werewolf downtown.
Werewolf downtown.
Great for brunches. Awesome. Anytime you're down there for Padres games or anything like that.
Yep.
That's your spot to go to. Up on Adams Street, we have Sycamore Den out there.
I didn't realize Sycamore Den was yours. That's a great. That's a great spot.
Sycamore Den's a great time if you're on a date. You want to do a little cocktailing, you go up there.
Dude, it's the
The
best.
Hills out in La Mesa. Also, the Hearth House is recently just joined our
Hearth House,
team.
yes.
So.
Oh my God, nice.
And I
So
will,
cool.
and I will tell you this is a kudos to your entire staff, because when I walked in, I saw a chef that I admire and I like a lot. He's fantastic. He's been around San Diego for a while, and he doesn't bullshit. He is salty with his opinions. And I said, he's working with you guys, and he said, behind your back, he said, dude, I'm like, that's great that they're working with you, because that means that they're really interested in top quality. And he said, honestly, I'm learning more from these guys. These guys are some of the best operators that I've come across in a long
Hell,
time.
yeah.
And
very
that's
nice of him to say.
that's awesome.
Really cool.
Jack Bride, JACQBRY on Instagram. Bebemos, is it just Bebemos?
Bebemos Tequila.
Bebemos Tequila.
Just Bebemos Tequila.
I tried to say it with one word. And I just,
Whatever that you added an of in there.
yeah, there
Bebemos
was.
of Tequila.
Yeah, I had a whole conversation inside of that word. Bebemos. So this is the Bebemos Golden Hour. We'll be back later this month. We'll find another place to take you to, and we'll see you next week on Happy Half Hour.
See everybody on Friday. Let's go.